Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to you and welcome to all the replay viewers. I appreciate you. Make sure you're hearting it up as well as we share this great information today to help you turn your passion into profits. Thank you so much for each of you who take the time to invite followers. Good morning again, Diva AKA. Thank you for inviting followers. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Good morning, Tommy Norman. Good morning. Good morning, Carla, Dewana, Chiquita. You guys are coming in fast. Thank you so much, Tommy, for sharing. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, Felicia, for sharing. Letitia Nicole for sharing on Twitter. Valerie for sharing. Afronique for inviting followers. Miosha for sharing on Twitter. Shelly for sharing on Twitter. Thank you, Fatima, for inviting followers. Good morning. Good morning, Smart Choice for you. San Antonio, right? Thank you, Reverend Pearl, for sharing on Twitter. Chiquita for sharing on Twitter. Cy Alex, welcome back. Thanks for sharing on Twitter. Good morning, good morning. Afro New. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Natural Beauty Diva, for inviting followers. Tamika the Diva, thanks for sharing on Facebook. Oh, hey, Melinda. Okay, I got it. I got it. Good morning, Prince Humans. Good morning. Thank you guys in advance for each and every one of you. Oh, thank you so much, Taisha. I appreciate that. Girl, that was real, Miss Fatty. Girl, I had to put it out there. Nice Soul Purpose, good morning. Good morning, Vanessa. Thanks for sharing on Twitter. It's Vanessa, right? MBB Salon. Thank you, Nice Soul Purpose, for inviting followers. Thank you, J Innovation, for inviting followers. J Innovations, what was your name? I wrote it down. Starts with an I. Tell me. Thank you, Tamla, for inviting followers. Nancy, it starts with an N. I knew it started with one of those letters. Okay, I got it. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is going to be an awesome scope. So, thank you so much, Ann. Thank you so much, Miss Fatty Girl, for sharing on Twitter. You guys are rock stars. Thank you, Envia Clothing, for sharing on Twitter and inviting followers. Thank you, Miss Chiquita, for sharing. Thank you, Miss Fatty Girl. So today we're going to be talking about something very, very, very important. How many of you are tired of working for somebody else? Just say me. Or even if you're working for yourself, not earning what you think you should be earning, say me. And that used to be me. I'm going to be honest. I'm always going to keep it 100. I worked at Chase. Oh, thank you, Miss Fatty Girl. I think we all, so let me just do a pause break. Because, good morning, Sheila. I was just bragging on my Stockton chapter this morning. Love California. I'm going to do just a quick break. I hate compliments. I do. They embarrass me. That's the truth. And so I appreciate it and I'll take it. But you know, who I am is somebody that thinks we all have greatness in us. And if you believe that, say me. So very good, Joyce. Very good. I'm glad you came in. And we're going to send you a replay from Saturday too, so re-listen. So for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Danielle Patterson Winningham, former JP Morgan Chase executive. Former. I used to work at Chase too. I used to have a job and it was a great job. Oh, thank you, Sheila. Girl, it's just, you know, I take them, but that's not what I'm here to do. But I'm someone who wants to put you in touch with converting your passions into your profits. And I'm very passionate about it. Oh, thank you so much, Ben. I'm just trying to stay warm. I'm very passionate about it. So today we're going to give you 5 ways to grow your business. Somebody say 5. Somebody say 5. And let me tell you something. If you only okay. Daniel Strombo. If you only activate one of these, I promise you your life is going to change and your business is going to change. Your world is going to grow. Oh, thank you, Ann. Girl, it's just hard. It's just hard to hear. I hate to even be introduced. I hate the accolades. You know, it's great to have them, but I'm just such a believer in people in general. I think that, you know, the truth about it is what God will do for one person, he'll do for everybody. And so I know that it's just a matter of lighting a fire under people Yes, absolutely. Accept and acknowledge. Just lighting a fire, good morning, Christopher, under people to get them to see that everybody is equally talented and everybody is equally gifted. Maybe in different things, but equally talented and equally gifted. We've got to use our gifts and we've got to use our talents. So today we're going to be talking about 5 things. You don't have to rush to write these down. I want you to really, oh, absolutely. Now, I'm definitely a gracious person and I appreciate it and I never ignore it. But I always want to remind people that it's not about me at all. It's all about you. It's all about you. And that's why I do what I do. So 5 things. And again, if you struggle to execute these, you don't have to hurry and write them down. But what I do want you to do is listen. Listen closely. Oh, you guys are so sweet. I want you to listen closely because I want you to think. Oh, thank you so much, Christopher. I want you to think about how you can take what I'm telling you. Hey, Cynthia, thanks for sharing, sis, and execute. I mean, that's big. I mean, if I tell you the truth, you know a lot more than you give yourself credit for knowing. Thank you, Keisha B. Welcome this morning, sis. Thanks for inviting followers. But we don't always execute. And so I want to be that person that, you know, before you go to bed at night, you ask yourself, did I put at least 1 brick on my dream today? Somebody say amen. Because good morning, Corey. Welcome back. If you put at least 1 brick on building your empire, this is your empire. Oh, you're welcome, Felicia, girl. I'm always up. This is your empire. And, oh, thank you, Faith Designs. It's truly my passion. And I'm blessed to be, yes, brick up your dream. Brick it up. Brick it up. That's very good, Afro New. I got it. See that quick. Good morning, Savvy Tycoon. And so, just 1. Think about in a year, you're going to have 365 bricks on your empire. Isn't that amazing? That's just 1 brick a day. And a lot of times, and I was telling my class this last night, a lot of times we get overwhelmed by how big the dream is. But God said, don't look at how big the dream is. That's okay, Miss Fatty Girl. We're going to have to rebuild 1,000,000 times. Don't look at how big the dream is. Look at how you can take that dream apart piece by piece. What are the steps you need to accomplish? And if you only accomplish 1 or 2 a day, guess what? You're going to be much further along than you would be had you not done anything. So let's get out of our own way. Good morning, Z Celestine, and do something every day that's going to contribute. Hey, B, that's going to contribute to the greater good of our big dream and even the greater good of the world. So the number 1 thing, if you really want to turn your passion into profits, you want to look at learning more about the industry. There's a great book by Robert Greene. I recommend it all the time. Thank you, Z, for sharing. And thank you, Joyce Jolly, for sharing. I recommend it all the time. It's called Mastery. And it's about learning about or becoming the master. Good morning, Tequila. I see your picture. That's okay. We're going to have bad starts. And you know, we have to stay encouraged, keep our eyes on the prize, and work to turn it around. But it's called Mastery. Thank you so much, Shakita, for being my scribe. It's called Mastery. And it's about going from apprentice mode into being the industry expert. How many of you want to be the best at what you do? Say me. And there's an opportunity to do it. We don't have to aim for 2nd place. We don't have to aim to be in the top 10. There's absolutely nothing wrong with aiming to be the best at what you do. The industry standard, the thought leader, the go-to person. It's nothing wrong with it. Power. 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. If you've never read it, it is the standard for leadership and knowing how to conduct yourself. Robert Greene. 2 books, Mastery and 48 Laws of Power. But learning your industry, it not only boosts your confidence, but it helps. And that's right. Be committed about it. And I'm going to be the best. It's nothing wrong with saying it, and it's nothing wrong with meaning it. It's nothing wrong with it. But in order for you to be the best, guess what you have to do? You have to do that 10,000 hour rule like Malcolm Gladwell. And there's nothing that teaches you like being in it. Now, I know I can speak for the women. I don't know about the men, but I can speak for the women. I know we're planners. We want to plan it down to the detail. We want to plan it. You know, we want the outliers. Absolutely. 10,000 hour rule. We want to plan it, you know, down to the letter. How many of you are planners, perfectionists? We got to get it just right before we put it out to the world. Mastery is also by Robert Greene. Do they? Okay. Leo's okay. Okay, see, I don't know. I can speak for the women folk because I know we have a spirit of perfection that sometimes keeps us trapped, because instead of realizing that the best way for you to learn is to get in it. How many of you think that? No, it's not. The best way for you to learn is to get in it. How many of you know that? So when you get in it, you learn way more than if you don't get in it. So there's a balance. You don't want to jump right in and not be informed. You want to make an informed jump. You want to make a informed decision. You want to make an informed advance, but you don't want to stay all day trying to get information. Yes, I think, Des, I think experience and information has to be a balance. I'm reading a book called The Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker, and he echoes some of the things that we used to say in corporate America. In corporate America, we used to say implement now and perfect later. That's right, Z, they work together. Implement now and perfect later. And what we meant by that was that, say, and I worked at Chase, so say we have a problem and it's costing us $1 million a day. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Ooh, Mr. Robinson, you know me. You know me. We're going to have to swap books. So, yes, Periscope is a great bonus to your business. You cannot do something better without doing it over. That's absolutely right, Melinda. That's absolutely right. So, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. He said he does what he calls ready, fire, aim. No. I'm in Houston. I live in Houston. Ready, fire, aim. What he means by that is get ready, go ahead and shoot the gun, and then when you oh, absolutely. I'm happy to be out of corporate America. But when you shoot the gun, you're going to realize how much you were on target, and then you aim. And a lot of us, good morning, True Georgia Peace. Thank you for inviting followers. A lot of us sit there all day getting ready and aiming, and we never fire. And to me, that is the biggest. That is, and that's okay, Dewana. Oh, very good. I love Patrice Cunningham. I do. She's definitely very educational. So, you know, you have to think, what are the targets that I have missed in my life? Oh, thank you. I call it the plantation too. I just left the plantation last year, March, and I'm excited to be free. And now I'm freeing other people from the plantation. So I call myself a modern day Harriet Tubman, because no one needs to be enslaved in corporate America, because in this group at Wealth Speaker. At Wealth Speaker. Yes, absolutely. You know what? When he passed away, Robinson, I ordered about 40 of his books. So I'm going to have to look and see if I have that one. But what we mean by ready, fire, aim is stop missing opportunities. It's implement now and perfect later. I do too. Implement now and perfect later. Stop missing opportunities because of a lack of perfection. Sometimes you get your knowledge on the journey. Yeah, oh, absolutely. I can't tell you enough. The number one reason to turn your passion into profits is for freedom. How many of you would love to have freedom? And I mean across the board. Yes, he passed away, I want to say in October of last year. Yeah, right. Absolutely, Denise. There's perfection and imperfection. How many of you would want the freedom to live your life? Say me. And this is freedom to me. My girls forgot their lunch money yesterday. I could leave the house and go take them lunch. Matter of fact, it's the second day in a row they did it. I'm beginning to think it's a plot. I have twins named Hope and Faith. And so this morning, I got up early and made sure I went to the bank and got them some quote-unquote lunch money so that I wouldn't get this last-minute call talking about, Mama, we hungry. You understand what I'm saying? I'm beginning to think it's a hustle. It's a con. You know, you got to be careful because when you have twins, they work against you. They do. Two heads are really better than one. So there's some smart girls. But that's freedom. And it seems so simple, but when I stepped out the door yesterday to, Hope and Faith. And so your faith design, that's funny. I stepped out the door into the sunshine and realized that in this time last year, I would have been trapped at a job. This time last year, look at all the twins popping up. At this time last year, I wouldn't have just been able to leave my house and go take them lunch. That's freedom. That's freedom. So when you're working for that level of freedom, you have to remember that because it's important. You got to know your why. You've got to know your why. Why is it important for you to build your dream? Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Journey of bondage, a job. Just over broke, a job. It's important so you can be free to live this life that you were so graciously given. If you didn't watch my prayer scope this morning, go watch it. It's great. But it's up to you. So number one, you got to learn more about the industry if you want to turn your passion into profits. Number two, you got to learn more about the business. Most of you have said you want to be an industry leader. Yes, and fear keeps people hostage. Fear and time management are the two monsters that literally consume people's dreams. Oh, thank you, Denise. I appreciate that. Fear and time management. The two monsters that will eat you alive if you let them. You've got to take control over both. You cannot be fearful and faithful in the same space. And learning more about business will help you keep your fear at bay. Yes, you can go to Grandma Dad's school. And yes, these methodologies work for any business. Any business. I coach thousands of clients every year. This stuff works because it just works. And it's really just... Ooh, Denise, mine falls out, girl. So you was blessed to be able to do a big chop. But it works because it's basic business sense. I was always thought that if you want to know your why, it will get you further. It does. It does. It does because knowing your why helps motivate you when nothing else can. You can DM me, Faith Design. Or you can send me a friend request on Facebook and send me a message. Knowing your why. See, no one else can motivate you long term. Zig Ziglar, your why. Why you do what you do. Why is this important to me? What am I passionate about? Why was it important for me to build my business? My why was so, number one, I could earn unlimited income so that I could pay those. Yes, focus on your talent, not your career. Number one was learn the industry, and number two was learn more about business. But knowing your why is the reason. Oh, girl, you did that. Girl, don't make me cry. Yes, why you want this goal? Why do you want to build this business? And if more people ask themselves their why, there wouldn't be so many people in businesses that are not their business. Somebody say amen. Yes, Simon Sinek's TED Talk. And he has a book too called Know Your Why. Somebody say amen. Sometimes we get into businesses because somebody else suggested, or we get into business because it looks good on somebody else. Somebody else is earning a lot of money doing it. But you can earn a lot of money doing virtually anything if you do it the right way. The right way is the key word. And stop chasing other people's dreams and really focus on what gifts and talents and greatness that God gave you. Everybody has a superpower. Everybody. What's yours? What's yours? Mine's speaking, writing, connecting people, building. Those are my superpowers. God gave us super farmers. He gave us superpowers just like he gave superheroes. Just like Marvel Comics gave a Superman. We got X-ray vision. We can fly. We all have different ones. Yes, and more often than not, it's the things we love to do. It is our hobbies. If you're just joining, we're talking about turning your passion into profits. But you've got to do the work. You can't take it hobby level, right? And think that you're going to take over and be an industry leader. You've got to do the work. That's right. Why keep it to yourself? I love sharing information. I love sharing information. If any of you are my clients, just say me so they can see and tell them how much information I give you guys on a weekly basis, because I love sharing information. I will share thousands and thousands of dollars worth of information with the smallest investment. Why? Because I know it's not about my information as much as it's about your implementation, your execution. Yes. Oh, girl, and I know I quote a lot of books, but I read a lot. There's a book called The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. And that particular book, he talks about how we used to be, how we need to be who we used to be before the world told us to be somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Because we pick it up from our environment. We pick it up from our surroundings. We pick it up by what people tell us. We pick it up by what we see. So we model other people's behaviors. Good morning, Eb. And the bottom line is that's not who we're supposed to be at all. And we're ignoring that inner person that says, go do this, because we think that we need all of these. It's by Don Miguel Ruiz. Good morning, Jacinda. And if you just look up the 4 agreements, you'll find it. And these are 4 agreements. If you keep them with yourself, they'll change your life. And one of them, it's all about being true to yourself. So in a given day, ask yourself, who am I living this life to please? And it really ain't but 2 people, God and you. And that's it. That's it. I'm not living this life to please my kids. I want to take care of my kids. But I'm not living this life to please my kids. I'm not living this life to, that's right, if not you, then who? I'm not living this life to please my significant other. I want to make them happy. But happiness is everybody's own personal journey. So when it's all said and done, when I lay down at night, I have to make sure that not only number 1, I'm happy with myself, but number 2, that I've lived a day that was God sanctioned and God approved. Millionaire Next Door Mastery is Know Your Why by Simon Sinek and the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Yes, you got to start living to please yourself. So number 1 is learn more about the industry. Number 2 is learn more about business. Number 3 is get more exposure. How many of you know you need more exposure, but you're creeping around the same little circle every day? And I'll tell you, Periscope is great for exposure. Good morning, Nicole. Praying for you, sis. Periscope is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome for exposure. How many of you are afraid to get on Periscope? Just be honest and say me. Just be honest. You know, yes, oh, absolutely. All the answers are in the Bible. I truly believe that. But you know, I read other books, and to me, other books are adaptations of what you learn in the Bible. But I read other books to reinforce, to get a different perspective, to refresh. He said he was going to renew my mind. And yes, look at all of us here. Amazing from everywhere. So if you're too afraid to scope, pray about it and just go do it. Remember, repetition is the mother of all skill. So I'm at my almost 300 scope. This is somebody that went from doing absolutely no video. Number 3 was more exposure. This is, and guys, keep in mind, these notes are going to be on my website, IamDanielleWinningham.com. We create a blog post with all of the notes for the day. I went from no videos, absolutely terrified of videos, absolutely afraid. Thank you, Faith. I love to teach. I do this all day. Absolutely afraid. Realized the opportunities I was missing. And I said, okay, every day when I drop the girls off from school, oh, thank you, Jacinda. Y'all know y'all be embarrassing me. Every day when I drop the girls off from school, I'm just going to do it. And I play Jedi mind tricks with myself. So I'm like, girl, you can't get out of the car till you press that start broadcast button. Thank you, Des. You can't get out of the car. So one morning I was in the car till 9. One morning I was in the car till 9:30. And my mom I would always come to the door. And my mom would be like, child, what you been doing? Girl, getting on my nerves. But I would not allow myself to get out of that car until I had pressed that start broadcast button. What are you holding yourself back behind? And find a way to encourage yourself, motivate yourself to make that leap. Girl, I can tell you a many funny stories about me and fear. Hey, good morning, Miss LT. But I tell you what, whatever it took, that's right, take a deep breath. Whatever it took for me to get beyond it. And more often than not, it was a whole lot of prayer. A whole lot of prayer. I mean, fervent praying. They're praying like your grandma used to do. You understand what I'm saying? That deep Pentecostal praying. It took that. It took that. And when I said amen, I knew I had to do something different. Thank you, Amy Janelle, for sharing on Twitter. Because you can't pray and not act. You cannot pray and not act. You've got to pray and then you've got to act. Thank you, Debbie, for sharing, for inviting followers. You've got to pray and you got to act. Even the Bible said faith without works is dead. Thank you, Jacinda, for sharing. So it's important. So number 1 was learn the industry. But whatever your gift is, learn who is the greatest person in your industry right now and what are they doing? Follow the trends in the industry. I'm always so upset and so disappointed by the people who follow celebrities. You know, quit following celebrities and become your own celebrity. Amen. Somebody say that. Because if God gave that celebrity that blessing, won't he give you that blessing too? I don't know. That's just what he told me. It said that he's not a respecter of person, right? And he's not a man that he should lie. So if he gave that celebrity that opportunity, won't he give you that opportunity too? But you've got to do the work. You must do the work. The work is imperative. You must. So number 1 was learn the industry. Number 2 was learn the business. Number 3 was get more exposure. Yes, I say that all the time. Troy would be like, baby, come in here and watch the game with me. I'm like, boo, I got work to do. Them basketball players, they already got their money. They already got their dream job. They already have their dream life. I'm not hating on them at all. But I won't follow them. I won't buy your name brand stuff. You won't see me trying to be broke shopping in the stores that you shopping in. I mean, just enough is enough. I won't even buy People magazine because honestly, I'm more worried about the people that are here with me right now. I'm just saying, than the people that are on TMZ. I'm not worried about it. I can't. Not and pursue my own, that's right, Tommy. Not and pursue my own success at the speed of light. Not and have a laser focus on what God is telling me today. I can't listen to TMZ and God in the same sentence. I'm just telling you. And you know, it's okay that they're celebrities, but at the same time, I can't worry about what they're doing. They're on a whole different level than I'm on right now. And so I've got to be working to get to that level. Just telling the truth. So number 4 is collaboration. We've got to stop thinking. I talked about that this morning on my prayer scope. We've got to stop thinking that we all need our own bus. We don't. So just say if I get a bus, I don't care if you put your name on the side of the bus. If we're going to all chip in and pay for the bus, girl, you want to drive the bus? What you want to do? You want to be the maintenance man for the bus? What you want to do? This is to me a journey in all as much as it is a journey in me. That's why I say it's not about me. You know, you see my shine because God gave me the greatness, but every day I polish it. I read books upon books. I take webinars upon webinars. I just signed up for a writing class this morning. I feel that I'm an excellent writer. But one of my dreams is to write an epic all-time thing. Yeah, books on fleek. Stacks on racks of books. My dream, one of my big dreams, is to write that epic, timeless, Think and Grow Rich type, The Game of Life and How to Play It type. One of them books that you just go back to over and over again. One of them Napoleon Hill type books. You know, I think that, you know, you help who's on board. That's what I want to write a classic. So I just signed up for, I don't read Twilight, my daughters they do. The Alchemist, I want to write like Paulo Coelho. You know, that's what I want to be like. I want to, leave a legacy like Dr. Miles Monroe or Dr. Wayne Dyer. I want to have that many books on the shelf, And so I just signed up for a writing class this morning. I never stop pushing. Yes, legacy. I never stop pushing. So God gave it to me. Okay? This was the sequence of events of why I love to write. Right, like Maya, right? Good morning, Keepers International. So the legacy was God gave me the love of words and letters. My aunt cultivated that love because she taught me how to read when I was like 3 or 4. My mom gave me a typewriter when I was 7. Old school monster. It was crazy. Thank you so much, Keepers International. A big typewriter. My middle school teacher taught me how to type at about 125 words a minute. See, you have to remember who all poured onto your greatness. See, God gave it to you. He gave it to you. But every day, you got to take it out like it's your silverware. Remember your grandmama's silverware? I don't even know if it was real silver. Yeah, but y'all do remember what I'm talking about, right? Y'all remember your grandmama's silverware. She kept it in that box. She used all them coupons to get it. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Y'all remember them coupons they used to get at the grocery store, the S&H? and you kept them all in a book, and then she used the books. I know I'm telling my age, yeah. And you had to polish them green ones, them green coupons. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Them stamps. Yes, 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 yes. Those. Yes, green. And so she bought the silverware with it. Your grandmama probably had some too. Because all grandmamas, I don't care nationality, I found this through my dealings with thousands of women from all backgrounds. All grandmamas just had this code. They just had this code. And they all had this silver. And to this day, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to ask my mama, was it real? Yes, the green stamps. I'm going to ask her, was it real silver? But, you know, we got to get our gifts out like that and polish it. Yes, etiquette, elegance, manners. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. It was real. And we had to polish. Terry, it wasn't real. Terry, don't tell me that. Terry, don't tell me that. I'm not going to play with y'all today. But the point being, the same way we had to polish that silver, that's how you have to polish your gifts from God. That is no different. He gave it to you. It's natural. It's inherent. But every day, you got to wake up. Yes, Tommy, that was my mama. They asked me, Granny, was that you laughing? Yes, yes. Use it, and you may not lose it, Killer Angel, but it won't be the same. It's going to look different when you polish it. And that's what the world is going to be attracted to, is the polish. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Every day, polish your gifts and talents. And that's what sells. You want to turn your passions into profits? Work on it every day. Be relentless. Be relentless. Be relentless in your pursuit of knowledge. Be relentless in your pursuit of increasing your gifts and talents. Be relentless on a daily basis. They see you, Troy.
I see you, man.
Be relentless every day. They said, hey, Troy.
Hey, wow.
So number 4, collaboration. You've got to work with other people. You've got to work with other people. Working with other people, you're going to get a big green journal. Yes. You know what? I change my notebooks every single month because it gives me, I'm not fooling with you, Debbie. It gives me an opportunity to start over. And collaborations give you something that you don't have yourself. Collaborations mean who's great at something that I'm not great at, and how can we partner together to build? Yes, I love a new notebook. I get 4 new notebooks every month. Life, business, finances, and my family. Every single month, 4 new notebooks, and I work on it. I work on whatever it is. So yes, collaboration is key. Collaboration and being open to other people's feedback. Being open to saying, if you got an idea, you want to turn your passion into profits, ask 10 people that you know. Hey, what do you think about this? Now, keep in mind, you have to take their opinions with a grain of salt. But, what is that, Natural Beauty Diva? But you have to take their opinions with a grain of salt, and that's not going to be your end all and be all. But keeping honest people around you that are going to tell you the truth about whether it's good, whether it's not good, whether it's bad. Yeah, yeah. But they're going to exist. The Bible said in this world, you will have trouble. That's right, Jordan. And that's the importance to keeping going. So you have to make sure that you're collaborating with the people that are strong in areas that that's right. Nobody can steal your dream from God. And that's the truth about it. You're right. Tell you the truth in a constructive manner. Not to keep you down, not to discourage you, but to tell you, okay, change this around and change that. And that's the people you need to keep around you. Once you know that people don't encourage or support your dream, stop sharing your dream with them. There's a book, here we go again. There's a book by Bruce Wilkinson called The Dream Giver. Bruce Wilkinson has some awesome books. He also wrote the book, The Prayer of Jabez. But in the book, The Dream Giver, he talks about border bullies. And crabs in a bucket is an old saying that they would say people are like crabs in a bucket. They'll try to keep you down. If one crab is trying to climb out, then the other crabs will try to keep you down. So The Dream Giver by Bruce Wilkinson, he talks about border bullies. And border bullies are the people that try to keep you from pursuing your dreams. And he thought, same as crabs in a bucket, and he thought that the border bullies would be people he didn't know, strangers. But when he actually got to the border, it was people that he knew and loved. His mom, his best friend, his wife, his dad. And so I just want to remind you that your family and your friends will try to hold you back, not because they're trying to hurt you, but they don't understand what God told you in the throne room. They don't understand what the Lord may have revealed to you while you were on the altar. And it's not always because they haters. Sometimes it's just to understand it. Sometimes, right. Some unintentionally. They're really trying to keep you from hurting yourself. Can you imagine the looks on my friends and family face when I told them I was working to leave Chase as a vice president, making great money, managing hundreds of people? You gonna leave your good job? That was everybody's initial response. Not because they were hating on me, but because they thought I lost my mind.
They couldn't see your destiny.
They couldn't see where I was going. They couldn't see what God had already showed me. So you have to be on a faith walk all the time. And be careful who you share your dreams with. And that's so very pivotal. Last but not least, if you want to turn your passion into products and profits, you've got to have some know-how, and you've got to create more products. Create more products and really set the right price for them. Create more products and set the right price for them. Doing so will take you light years towards living that life of freedom that you're dreaming for. I'm so very excited. My next class starts tonight. It's not too late for you to get into the class. If you go to bit.ly/what's next. Oh no. Yes, price points are key. Price points are critical. Number 5 was creating more products and pricing them right. Their price points are critical. I'm excited about my class tonight. If you want to get in, it's a very affordable class. It's only $99 down and $26 a week for the next 6 weeks. But it's called Passion Products and Promotions. So we're not only going to show you how to create more products out of your passion, but we're going to show you how to promote them as well. So check it out, bit.ly. There you go, Shelly. Thank you, boo. I know, Tyra, I started talking in the middle. What's next with DW? What's next with DW? If you're already creating products in your business, I have a 1-day class tomorrow. This will be my last time doing it live. Everything that I'm creating right now is going on my website for future sales. So it'll be available for sale. But this is the last time I'm doing it live. And the people that attend live will tell you, you get a little bit more of a bonus because you get to ask me your questions personally. And once it goes up on the website, you'll still have access to the Q&As, but it won't be your specific question. So it's great that while I'm creating these products, I try to offer an opportunity for people to join me live while I'm creating the product, because when it goes up on the website, of course, I'm going to be on to creating something else. So it's a great opportunity. It's only $99 down, $26 a week. You're going to learn how to create multiple products I can't tell you how many thousands of dollars of products you're going to learn how to create, not the hard way. Not the hard way. You know, me and my business partner used to say, you don't know what you don't know. It's Mastery with a R, with a Y, and it's by Robert Greene. You know what, Joyce? If you haven't started your business yet, I have another passion class that's a little more slowly. It's done, but I'm going to put it out on the website in the next week. Start there, because you have to crawl before you walk, and you have to walk before you run. And so the first class is crawling to walking. This class is walking to running. How many of you know for a fact that if you had more products and more knowledge about how to promote those products, you'd make more money? And that's just the truth. You guys underestimate the value of the knowledge. It's called Passion Products and Promotions. If you look at that bit.ly, what's next with DW? Oh no, the other one is called Passion Change. And it's changing your passion into money. Thank you, Ambrosius Hands. You know I love to say that, right? I know you do. Because I say it every time I see your name. I say it. But, it's about, how many of you know that, yes, that there's an opportunity for you to make more revenue by being more creative with the way you're offering your products or charging them correctly. Somebody say me. Somebody say me. Nobody wants to earn more. There you go, Miosha. There you go. Yes, you gotta work it. It's not out there yet because they're adding products this week. So if you're interested, sign up. I want to see you in class tonight. Even if this is your first time on this scope, you're here for a reason. Oh, okay, Natural Beauty Diva. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure you follow me and come back. But you're here for a reason. Take advantage of the opportunity. Check out that link. Thank you so much, Jay. I appreciate that. Check out that link. Sign up for class. You're going to be among a great group of people. Great opportunity to collaborate. Thank you so much. I always say Amber. Thank you so much, Tyra. Great opportunity to collaborate. But even more than that, don't you want your freedom? Enough to work on it. And, we used to say you don't know what you don't know. And if you could have done it by yourself, chances are you've done it already. So you got to take the bull by the horns. You got to stop just talking about stuff, and you got to start doing. I know. You know what, Jay? It's just about helping people. If you can't persuade people to help themselves, then it's for nothing. I was telling my class that last night. There are so many times that, yes, be a doer. Yes. Not just a dreamer. Be a dreamer and a doer. Walt Disney was a dreamer, but he got up and did some stuff. Colonel Sanders, he was a dreamer, but he got up and fried some chicken. Thomas Edison, he was a dreamer, but he went out there and created some stuff. Good morning, Cindy Love. You've got to not just be a dreamer, but at some point, if you really want the best life possible, that's right. You've got to do the work. You've got to do the work. You can't keep wishing and thinking. You can't keep trying to figure it out by yourself. Don't be a Lone Ranger entrepreneur. I hire coaches all the time. As a matter of fact, I just hired somebody. I paid somebody 4 figures to help me with a 7-day marketing strategy. Why? Because my goal is to make $1.2 million to $1.8 million this year. And $1.2 to $1.8 million does not make itself. So what do I need? I need somebody to help me with the marketing to get in front of more people. I need to spread my voice. I need to get in front of the millions. Right. This is due season. Somebody say due season. Somebody say due season. It's not the time to overanalyze. It's not the time to overthink. It's not the time to say, is this the right opportunity? What do you have to lose? $99? And $26 a week, the amount you would spend on a lunch or half of a dinner, you have to do something differently in this season, due season. You can't keep saying, no, it's D.O., Faith. It's D.O. It's due season. It's the cocktails. People spend $26 to get into a club and have a drink. Right? I'm just saying. So when will you invest that nominal amount in your future, in your dreams, in your aspirations? Because if you don't do anything to change you and your life, who will? It is. It's not even money spent. It's not even an investment in yourself. It's a business investment in yourself. Write it off on your taxes as marketing. It is a business improvement expense. But you have to do in this season. You can't keep expecting success to come knocking on your door. You got to be knocking on success door. And I want to get in the line first. I want to be knocking on success's door early in the morning before success is even out of the bed. Yes, absolutely. We all have that. We all have that. So thank you guys. I'm looking forward to seeing each and every one of you. Okay, so tell me, who's in class tonight? Don't give up. Don't give up. Let me tell you a story. Colonel Sanders was 65 years old before he got it right. 65. As a result of him not stopping, he now has a legacy that will probably never end. They'll be probably selling KFC in the year 2116. 65 years it took him. If it takes me that long to leave a legacy that prolific, I'm willing to wait it out. See, if it was easy, everybody would do it. That's the difference, is that it does take, you're right, they going to be selling 2 pieces at the rapture. Right? You talking about Jesus coming back to get you. You talking about, hold on, Jesus. Let me go get my wing dinner. That's a legacy. That's a real, right. Y'all, see, y'all love to play with me. Y'all said the rapture. I didn't say that. But I'm just saying, that's true. So if it takes me 65 years to build a legacy that epic, I'm here. I'm here. Am I going to have to change some things, mold some things, do some things differently, adapt? Absolutely. Oh, thank you, Nola Party Boutique. I appreciate that. Hey, sometimes you got to go with what you got. You got to go with what you got. You don't have time to get nothing else. You got to go with what you have. And that's what I'm telling you to do. I dabble a little bit. I just like to be entertained. Good morning, Speak Latoya. And so I just want you guys to not just come here and say you want change. Do something to bring change about in your life. Because if you don't do anything, nothing changes. So I want to see you in class tonight. Who's in class tonight? Say me. Yeah, baby, where you been? Who's in class tonight? Say me. Right, like Nike. Just do it. I'm waiting on y'all. Say me. Somebody's got to jump. You saw the Steve Harvey video jump? Somebody's got to jump now. All right now. All right. We got to all be launching. It is at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. We do the kickoff tonight, and then we do a Q&A on Saturday. So you get your first lesson tonight. All right, keepers. Tell her let's go. Tell her it's go time. 9 p.m. You need your parachute, girl. I got one you can borrow. Don't know who packed it. Might have been Hope. You better hope it was Faith. 10 Eastern, 9 Central. But it's only about 15, 20 minutes tonight. Oh, okay. Bye, Kimmy, sweet girl. You gonna leave that world soon. It's only about 15, 20 minutes tonight to explain the lesson. And then we do a Q&A that lasts about an hour on Saturday. Okay, very good. Very good. And if you miss any of the calls, there's going to be a replay available. It's great, great, great. I promise you, it's mind-blowing information. The length of the class is 6 weeks. It's $99 down, $26 a week for 6 weeks. And it's about creating more products and pricing them right and getting them sold. So it's products, profits, and promotions. And it's an epic class. It's a mind-blowing class. Yes, it absolutely is. And that's just not me being biased. I put a lot into that class. I did. And so we do a weekly kickoff. You get a weekly email assignment. We do a weekly kickoff call where I explain the assignment. Keepers International, not in this season. Let me tell y'all a funny story. If you go to the link bit.ly/what's next with DW, it's the second class on that link. Let me tell y'all a funny story. I used to entertain those trolls. I used to tell them I was going to send them to troll school. I used to correct their spelling. Y'all remember? Say yes. If y'all remember that, say yes. And we used to have a good old time. And then the Lord told me that not in this season. Thank you, Speaker Latoya Rose. It's all caps. The Lord said, not in this season. Do not be distracted by anything. And so I just left them alone. What's next with DW? All caps, Cindy. bit.ly. What's next with DW? All caps. I'll tweet it out after this too at Wealth Speaker. So this morning I was on. There was a bunch of trolls. They was running rampant. Baby, I started praying. They started dropping off. And so you just got to keep your eyes on the right spot. And when you keep your eyes on the right spot and come and get your blessing, hear the words that you were supposed to hear, all the rest of that will fade. All the rest of that foolishness will fade away. It's just something I got to do in life during this season. I got to keep my eyes laser focused. Laser. So I hope that word blesses you because, you know, foolishness is going to be with us always. There you go, Cindy. Thank you, baby. bit.ly. What's next with DW? I'll post it on, I say it every day. I say it every day. If I was not freeing people from poverty, I wouldn't have a problem. When I was running through the world doing foolishness, I didn't have a problem. The minute I tried to get right, the problem started to come. So, you know, you just got to expect it. Thank you so much, Latoya. I appreciate you guys. So I'm going to see you guys around lunchtime. Come back and see me. If this is your first time on the scope, come back and see me. Stay encouraged. But I want you to commit today to turning your passion into profits. You don't have to keep working for people you don't want to work. You don't have to keep doing things you don't want to do. It is the best blessing in the world to use what you love, to use what God gave you, to sustain yourself, your family, and future generations. Don't ignore your gift, all right? You guys have a great morning. Thank you.